Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's edition of Energy Navigation. And I get to do a reading for you, I hope. So today is August 13th, 2024. I am your host, Christine Alexandria, the founder of Angel Chatter and Angel Chatter Academy. Now, I have been sensing your energy, the collective energy. Let's just say it's a hot mess out there. It is a big old hot mess out there. I'm just making sure I'm here. And I'm not going to get into how you're feeling because you know how you feel. But there are sensations of frustration. There's frustrations and sensing of chaos, and things are dying. Pets are dying. People are dying. There are a few more suicides happening. There is a lot of upheaval right now. And it can be intimidating. It can be scary, which is exactly why having a session with me will be beneficial. Because as I channel light language, Asini sini ko sini ko sini ko sini sini maji ko sini ha sini kos asini si ko sini maji ko sini ko sini naka chi ko shika ti ko sini no ko amni sini ni ko sini ju ko ti to fisti ko pati sini ne singa oh sini me naka sini ko shu shi to ti to ti so ko sini ko sini manda ka sini se ko ni pari sini ko sini us asini me ko sini ka sini si ko si ko si ka uf asisi ko si ko fuf si, no kofude, nisiko na hasi, kanisa ko ho. Sini me kisine susho kosito kusine manda kasina nene sane kosine maga. Amen. They jumped in and they did this beautiful transmission just for you right now. So I hope you received it when you were watching the replay. And if you are coming on a bit later, go back and watch the first few minutes of this episode because they transmitted, and all I could get was it's transmitting peace, transmitting calmness, zen into your world. And that is something that would be of benefit for you because you are experiencing this very real upheaval. We are in Mercury in retrograde, which is playing with everything. I had a session with my mentor earlier today, and it's not my first session with her, and the links always work. Click it, error occurred. Click it, error occurred. Electronics, they've got a mind of their own right now, and it's not working to our benefit. You know, and you have been feeling these sessions because you want to make this impact in the world. And you know you're here to make this impact in the world. And you want to be able to expand your gifts. But this chaos, this confusion energy right now is confusing at the very least. And that's where I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you navigate this. Watch the transmission. I will channel light language energy just for you in this moment. Come back and play with this energy, allowing your gifts to marinate and meld within you. So here is your homework assignment. Now is the time for you to sit and journal. What would you love to be doing in your world that you could be doing? What are your gifts? So write down every single gift that comes to mind. It is not bragging. This is who you are. I am an empath. Many would think being an empath is a curse. It can be. Hey, Beth, being an empath is never a curse. But the more information, the more tools you have to protect, to rejuvenate, and to understand when the energy is yours versus theirs, meaning the outside world, the empath is a gift. Hey, Susan. So doing these things, one more sleep, Susan. So doing these things helps you navigate that chaos that is going outside right now, because within you is peace. Within you is light. Within you, you have a gift that you can then share to have that impact with the world that you want to have, that you know you're supposed to have. And it doesn't mean if the impact is working and volunteering at an animal shelter. That's huge. It's no better, no worse than having an impact affecting millions of people. It is your gift that's being shared. And that's what I get to do. I get you to recognize your gifts. Own them. Hi, Mary Jane. Own them so you can then share them with the world and not be embarrassed and hide and play small or put on that good girl mantle. And I know all those things. Guess what? Because I've been there, done that. Good girl, right? Eldest daughter, eldest child for 7 years. I was the only child on both sides of my family, so very much the good girl. Always wanted to please everybody. Always wanting to, by pleasing, guess what that happened? My gifts got hidden because I know my gifts are huge and not everybody has the gifts that I have to the depth, to the magnitude that I possess. It took me a long time to say that out loud. In fact, this might be the first time I've ever said it out loud. So there's always room for growth. You're not dead yet, right? You're here with me live. You're here watching the replay. You still have time to share your gifts. You still have time to embrace them, own them, so you can then share and make that impact in the world, which is why I'm doing these light language transmissions. And many of you came in a little bit later. Go back to the very beginning when the replay is up and take benefit of the transmission that they just popped in and said, we need to do this for everybody because the intention is peace, the intention is clarity. And that's something many of you, all of you, can benefit right this minute. Breathe that peace in, because when you're fretting and when you're dancing in fear, you have higher anxiety. How can you make any kind of decision when you're dancing in that energy? It's frenetic, right? It's like all these tingly things all the time. There's no sense of grounding. Come into my world, have that session with me so I can help you ground, help you remember your magic, help you remember how amazing you are. And when you work with me longer, we get to do some really deep healing. And you get even better clarity because you now have strategic tools on how to get you further. And it's my honor and blessing to share my gifts with you so you can go out and make your impact in the world. Hey, Mary Jane. And thank you, Susan, that I'm looking gorgeous. I have actually a podcast recording when I am done with you all today, which is why the times were very specific. So this is what we're going to focus on today, this collective clarity, owning that peace. Hey, Shay, owning that peace, recognizing you can't own your magic until you understand what your magic is. And everybody has many magical things. Some are meant to be shared and in the public forum. It's like I am wonderful at gardening, right? I could have been a landscape architect. I did have a small baking, catering company many, many years ago. So I love to bake. I love needlework. I really love helping other people. Thank you. I really love helping, inspiring, and empowering you. The other things are part of me, my self-preservation, my acts of self-love. Learned how to make a new kind of bread the other day. Many of you have seen my spanakopita that I made 2 days ago, 2 days ago, which is again for dinner tonight. So these are things I love to do. And my sister came over, I gave her some for her and mom for lunch. These are things I love to do for others. I don't want to be paid for baking. I don't want to be paid for landscaping. I don't want to be paid for my needlework or my sewing. I get paid and get paid handsomely because I'm so good at what I do and helping you. Get the clarity, understanding what is your magic that is for you and you alone, and then what is your magic that gets shared. Hey, Clemens, what is your magic that is meant to be shared in the outside world? It's juicy. It's amazing. And this is your time. I've been saying it for a while. We are done with Lionsgate, but this is the time. Back in 2022, it was the year of the divine feminine. If you look back those 2 years, how much growth women have made collectively. You got to keep this momentum going because the world needs you, and only you can bring what you offer to the world. So